The border people talk about, it's not as important and salient as it is, I think, in other states. We do talk about it, we do worry about it, but it is not, I think, as heavy as it is in other states.
So that guy, his name is Ruben, and he's from Arizona, and he wants to be a United States Senator. And I don't live in Arizona, but I know he is flat out wrong. Kari Lake is his opponent in this contest for the United States Senate. She's still running for the Republican nomination. I think that's hopefully a formality at this point. Kari Lake, welcome back. How are you?
I'm doing great until I saw that clip. I mean, what is he smoking? It's as if he hasn't stepped foot outside in Arizona to realize that it is the most important issue and our border is completely out of control.
Yeah, wildly out of touch. And but that's your guy. That's the Democrats like. All right. So what else is wrong with him? And then we'll talk about you, please. But just let's get that guy out of the way.
Well, let's just get back to where he's completely out of touch with the border. I mean, no matter if you're in Nogales or Flagstaff, all over Arizona, we know that the effects of this border are being felt far and wide. We've got the fentanyl pouring across. We have thousands of people pouring in every day. Ruben Gallego has called the border wall stupid and dumb and said he would never, ever, ever, yes, he said ever 3 times, vote to even fund the border wall. And he supports sanctuary cities. This is also a guy who marches and defund the police rally. So he's completely out of touch with Arizona. He's supported by Hillary Clinton and the Soros guys. And so he's pushing for open borders. And the people of Arizona get that this is not a good thing for the state. So we've got to defeat him. He's a Marxist. He's completely radical. And he's also for pulling back and getting rid of the Trump tax cuts, which actually will expire in January of next year. And that will create the largest tax hike in the history of this country. And so he's completely out of touch. He is a Biden mini-me, except he's 40 years younger. So imagine, if you will, Biden for 40 or 50 more years in Washington, D.C., because Ruben Gallego has voted with Joe Biden 100% of the time.
You know, a lot of us would have loved it if you were governor right now. A lot of people have concerns about that race, and I know you know what I mean there. So you've got fans all across the country. They want to help. I'm just curious, number one, how can they help you? And how much of your time is taken up by, politics that aren't about reaching out to voters? There's a lot of stuff you got to deal with when you're running for office. You know, people in Washington, D.C., fundraisers, all kinds of, politics, the dark side of politics sometimes.
It's ugly.
You know what?
We want people in politics who don't want to be in politics. We want people in D.C. who don't like D.C., and that's exactly where I am. You know, Ruben Gallego is a creature of D.C. He's been there 10 years. Nothing has gotten better in his district. His district is, has the, I guess, the claim of being the #1 fastest growing homeless population in the country. But unfortunately, we are in a war for the soul of our country. And Ruben Gallego wants to send us into socialism/Marxism and likes exactly where Joe Biden has dragged this country. And so it's very clear. Do we want to put America first? Do we want to secure the border, bring back safe streets, an economy that works for all Americans? Or do we want to have this absolute tyrannical ruling of people like Joe Biden and Ruben Gallego? It's very clear. People can go to KariLake.com and support our race. They're putting out all kinds of suppression polling right now. This race is neck and neck. I mean, I wish we were 10 points ahead, but it's neck and neck, and they're trying to convince people that the guy you just saw, the Ruben Gallego, the Joe Biden mini-me, is a million points ahead. It's just not true. President Trump and I are equally aligned. We want a secure border, a strong economy, and a safe, safe America for our families to thrive. And so President Trump's doing great in Arizona. We're doing great. Every event we go to, we have record numbers of people showing up. We have enthusiasm and, frankly, a lot of fed-up people in Arizona who are jumping in and getting involved in politics right now.
KariLake.com, check it out. The guy does look and sound like a bit of a dud, sorry, but when you're on the campaign trail, you light up rooms, people go crazy. Can I ask you something? What is a typical day like, if there is a typical day like, when you get up in the morning, what happens next? How do you run for the United States Senate in Arizona?
Well, when we're in Arizona, we are up at 6 a.m. and we're going until 10, 11, 12 at night. We do as many events as we can, whether it be town halls, whether it be Republican groups that we're talking to. And guess what? A lot of Democrats and independents are showing up at those groups. They're fed up right now. And then sometimes we have to go on the road and do fundraising. This is an expensive race. We're raising, last quarter, we raised over $4 million, but Ruben Gallego is being funded by Soros. And so he raised $7 million. And so we've got to get out there and raise money. It's a very important race. The President Trump will win or lose in Arizona. And we are dedicated to making that a victory. We need the majority in the Senate. So when President Trump gets in there, we can make sure that we are confirming his cabinet picks, his Supreme Court picks, and helping this America First agenda move forward to turn this nightmare caused by Ruben Gallego and Joe Biden to turn it around.
Kari Lake, good luck. Stay in touch. Please go to karilake.com and all the best.
Thank you.